Good afternoon and welcome to today's vlog for Wednesday the 3rd of September. I hope you're all well. Update from yesterday. I mentioned that I had 5 shippers that hadn't paid me for July work by the end of August. I had a look on my bank last night about 7 o'clock and 2 had actually paid, so that was good. The other 3 got a nice polite, email from me. One of the shippers actually emailed me back almost immediately, said sorry they haven't got an invoice, but send them an invoice and they'll get it paid. So immediately sent them an invoice and within 10 minutes of that they had paid. So that one's done, just the 2 now, and I've given them till Friday to try and settle that account before we start making phone calls. On to today. Yeah, it's been a disappointing day today, I'm not going to lie. It's not been a good day today at all. I did get a job yesterday afternoon. There was a job that came on the system about 5 o'clock last night from Colchester for 7 o'clock this morning. Large van, 56 miles, going to Lowestoft on the coast in Norfolk. I put a price of £80 on it. I thought that was fair based on the mileage and the location where you're going to finish up. The job disappeared probably 5 minutes later and then was reposted saying that it pays £70. I was in 2 minds what to do, whether to just say okay I'll go with the £70, but I thought no, I'm going to leave it and see what happens. And it becomes a bit of a waiting game, and it kept disappearing and coming back with £70. They kept sort of refreshing it every 10 minutes to keep it at the top of the list, and then eventually about 5:45 it went to £75. Now bearing in mind I didn't have any other work, there was nothing else about, I thought I'm going to just pay to go for the 75. So I put a 75 on it, got a phone call straight away. It is a shipper I've worked with many times. So for the sake of £5, we've got a job first thing this morning. So it's from a building merchants. I've been there many times. I know they don't open the desk till 7 o'clock. So rolled up at 10 to 7. They didn't really know much about it because the job had been sent through from another of their branches late last night after they'd all gone home. So by the time they sorted it all out and then got the goods together, I wasn't away till 7:30. But it's a straightforward journey. It's just A12, A14 over the Orwell Bridge and then back on the A12 again. And I got to Lowestoft at about 9:20. It was going to a holiday park. I rang the site contact when I arrived at the park, and it became evident I was at the right park, but just they'd been given the wrong address, and it was around the other side where they were doing some new building works. Anyway, they directed me round, got to there and then couldn't enter because there was a cement lorry unloading cement at the entrance. So waited 10 minutes for him to finish and turn around and disappear. Got in, got my boxes off. I was ready to leave there at 9:30, but I couldn't get out for 20 minutes. Another cement lorry had turned up and was now unloading its cement. So I didn't actually leave site till nearly 5 to 10. But it wasn't a total disaster because I was able to sit and look at the feed and see what was about, and there wasn't anything. Nothing in Yarmouth, Lowestoft, a couple of jobs in Norwich, but it was about an hour away. It's both the other side of Norwich as well. So I made the decision to head back south down the A12. There's a nice little services at a place called Dasham. It's a jet garage with a Budgeon's shop. And it's a nice little shop. They've got plenty of food in there, some fresh pastries and coffee. And it's also a little cafe that was part of it that's now closed, but they've got some toilets there and a couple of settees which are nice to have a sit and have a change of scenery. So I sat there for a little while, had a coffee and looked at the feed, still nothing. Got back in the van heading down towards Ipswich, and I did get another job straight away. Job appeared from Ipswich to Woodbridge, a small van job, 17 miles, and I put a price of £50 on it. I thought it's probably going to be a £40 job, but I went for £50. And it was a shipper that it's probably my biggest supplier of work, and they actually gave me a call straight away and said that's fine as long as you can get there for 11:30, which I could. Arrived on site for 11:20, got loaded and was away by 11:40. Arrived on site for delivery 12:10 and done away by 12:15. I was just leaving, I was thinking I'm going to go and have some lunch, and another job did pop up back in Colchester. Now I did tell the shipper I was 50 minutes away, which was the truth. and it had a fixed price on it, £80, going to Swaffham, 69 miles, large van, and I was happy with that because I thought that would make my day and get me over target. Literally got 2 minutes down the road and they rang me again and said the job's off. Apparently the recipient of the goods hasn't paid for it yet, so they're not prepared to release the goods, which I understand. It may be the truth, it may not, who knows. So anyway, I made my way back down to the outskirts of Ipswich, parked up in a Tesco's, got myself some lunch, had a little stroll and had a rest till 1 o'clock. Stuck the feed back on, and safe to say, absolutely nothing. Couple of jobs from the Ipswich area, one going up to Warrington, there was one going up to Scotland, one off to Cornwall, but they all wanted 8 o'clock delivery tomorrow morning, which just isn't going to happen for me anyway. So I left them alone. There was a job from Bury St Edmunds going down to Tilbury. I was 40 minutes from Bury St Edmunds, but the job had actually gone before I managed to submit the quote. I've sat in Ipswich till 3:30. Nothing, so I'm going to call it a day. I'll make my way back. I'll be coming through Colchester in about 3:45, so I'll probably park up for about 10-15 minutes, just in case there's anything to load this afternoon, the delivery tomorrow morning. But I think today's been a washout, a bit like the weather. 2 jobs, one at 75 and one at 50, 125. That's disappointing, but it's transport, it's what happens. I'm sure plenty of other people have had very good days, and plenty of people have had average days, and I'm sure plenty have had poor days. It's just the way it goes. I hope you had a good one yourself. Take care on the roads, and we'll talk again tomorrow. All the best now. Cheers, Paul.